Hello, one and all. Welcome to another episode of TopoRanger. Today we're in Gettysburg, and we are following a very slight trail through the thorns. Hopefully it's going to get us to the base of Big Round Top, which is right there. I stopped on the way up here at a turnoff where you could kind of see the exposed leafless side of the hill from the road, maybe a half a mile away. And I could definitely see some stuff even from way out there. So now it's really just a matter of climbing this boulder strewn hillside here until we get to the part where it shoots not quite straight up, but almost straight up. And that's where we're gonna find the really nice boulder caves. So don't be shy, hit subscribe. Let's get started. About 40 degrees here in Pennsylvania today. Sun's out, no clouds, very minimal wind, if any at all. Last time we were here, this would all been just completely green, covered over with thorns, very thick underbrush. Basically a cluster in the summer, something you really don't want to mess with. Searching for boulder caves on a day like today makes a lot more sense. The bugs are gone, the leaves are gone, the thorns are still here, but all this thick underbrush is devoid of any green leaves or anything that blocks your view. So I can see a lot farther through this rather desolate, inhospitable hillside. I'd say we're about halfway up to the very, very base of Big Round Top. This is exactly the kind of stuff you really can't see when all the leaves are out and it's hot as you know what, and you're dying of, heat exhaustion. Yeah, as I suspected that day, but I couldn't actually see, there are some very large diabase boulders collecting here at the foot of the hill. This one has a nice overhang, and it goes down there. And this side here connects up through there. And there might be more up there. Let's see if we can get a little farther down there, see if it goes anywhere. It keeps going. It gets too small though. See that? Kind of grinds down into boulders. There is a little chamber right here where the floor kind of drops out. Certainly would be a good place to hide. We just came out of that one. We're almost at the base of Big Round Top, and I'm very glad I came this way because I can see a lot more now. I can see big boulders just kind of falling off from the road back there. When I tried to take some shots with the Panasonic, I saw what looked like some really big, black voids there. Let's go check that out. These are some healthy thorn bushes for sure. Huh, you see that? It drops down into something there, but I can't really tell. You see that right there? That pops out into something off to the right too. Tell you what, let's just stick the camera down there and try to get the light so we can see what's going on. I'll tell you what, here. There, that's what we're looking at right there. You see that? I don't have enough hands here. Okay, so I'm looking at the screen down in the hole and I see something that looks like light right there, but I don't know, it could just be a reflection of some sort. Let's put some light on the situation. That looks like something right there. You see that? Now I can't tell the scale because the camera is under a ledge. I'm not looking at this stuff directly with my eyes. So I'm kind of interpreting everything based upon what I'm seeing through the little GoPro screen on the back. To me, that spot right there, middle left-hand center, that looks like something right there. Let's go see if we can find that. So we were just down there. Here's the big chunk that's kind of creating all this stuff. I bet you we could access it from right there. This pile is a lot bigger than I thought it was, and this is exactly why I wanted to come back here, because I had a feeling that at the base of such a steep, there's got to be a collection of stuff just coming down through the ice ages. Boom, boom. And that's exactly what we have here. And we're not even at the really steep part of Big Round Top yet. Oh, yeah. This is perfect, guys. Check this out. And if you just come around the other side of this giant boulder, there's an entrance here you can pretty much just walk into. And it puts you right into the heart of it. Which goes that way, that way, that way. You see the debris just choking off that spot right there. It goes back under there. Oh, there's ice over there. Okay. Oh, guys, check this out. Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, this actually might be quite extensive. Look at that down there. Let's see if we can get down there from another direction. I'm gonna run back real quick, get my bag, the other camera, and my helmet. Right there, you can see my green backpack and the tripod. That's where we came in. Down there by the ice, I think, is where we want to go. Whoa. Look at that, man. This thing goes everywhere. Got some ice formations here. Trying to figure out which light works the best. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. See the way it's cascading over the edge there and just freezing? What's back there? Look at that. It just looks like a big blob of clear snot that somebody just... Whoosh. This might be the path to deeper passages. And there very much is an inner chamber here. The very clean walls. There's some other ice up there. Where does that go? I put the 1000 lumen hyper tough up there just to give you a better idea. It goes up there pretty high. It can go up through there. Okay, let's try that. And there's that lower chamber, which we were looking at from above. And right here by this stick, that's where we stuck the camera at the bottom of that pit, which would be up there. So that's what we were looking back into. I want to scratch my camera. All right, let's go pop up in here because we can and see if we can see any different angles as to where this thing might go. All right, let's take a peek up here. It looks like it keeps going up there, but maybe there's a different way to get into it. And here's another entrance to this whole thing right here. Everywhere I look, I'm seeing black holes here. And look at this monster, holy! This is the biggest entrance yet. Probably stays a while down here. Whew. Whoa. Look at that. That's a beautiful picture right there. This, I imagine, connects back over there somehow. This goes up to a crawlway. It's got to connect over there too. I'm gonna head back that way to the main part of the cave. Main entrance. There's another chamber down in there. Yeah, that's all part of the same cave. It looks like it goes under there too, underneath that lip there. There seems like there's an awful lot just in this one jumble here, but I'm kind of curious to see if we can get right up to the base of Big Round Top and see if we can get some good shots of all that stuff come tumbling down, all right? So we'll put this on the back burner for right now, head a little bit up the ridge there and see what we can see. Excuse me if I make any weird faces. It's just the thorns cutting into my flesh. All right, here we go. Power. Glad I wore this jacket. Ow! Whoa. Hold on. Let's go this way. Right up there. At least now we got some boulders we can climb on. Hard to see the cracks in between the boulders and the trees because the ivy or whatever this is so thick. Let's go over this log. I can see the promised land. How the heck do we get over this? We can get under there. Just gotta be careful because there's nothing under here. If I step there, I'm going down. I think if we could just push through this final thicket here, we'll be home free. Right up through there. We're almost there. Ah! This is very thick. Almost too thick because it ties up your feet so much that you can't really step with very much assurance you're not going to fall. All right, we made it to Bare Rock. Yeah, that feels nice to stand on. Nice solid footing. Still not there, but we're very close. We have our first target right there. Something is right there. Everywhere I look, I just see thorns. Let's go that way. Check that, and we'll pop over here. And look at the views we're starting to get up here. Perched as we are, high above the plain. Oh, it's a little shelter, but not much else. This is the steep side of Big Round Top. We came up here. That first little rock city we explored was right there. I think this is a good spot to get a drink, take a break. I can see people right up behind me there. I think this will be our first target right here, because that's a pretty big hole going down into the ridge. One of the reasons I want to look for boulder caves in this specific part of Big Round Top is because I think that because it gets so steep that over the years, over thousands, tens of thousands of years, as this diabase hill is just slowly degraded, so that it's possible that you might get some, I'm hoping, again, speculation, I'm hoping that we get some deep fissures that might go down quite a ways, or also we might find some caves that actually penetrate deep under all of this boulder cover. Because if you could magically tunnel back to the heart of the hill right here, eventually you would hit diabase bedrock. So in between the bedrock and the covering of all these giant boulders, it's got to be something back there, right? That's what I'm thinking. And on the way back, I'm just gonna go to the top and go down the trail because that's a lot easier. I did want to see this area down here though, so I'm glad we came up despite the thorns. And here we have a passage that goes up there. There's a kind of an intermediate level. And down here, looks like it goes down there and to the left too. Oh, I see. There's our bag right there. All right, so we did that one. Kind of curious what happens over here. No. Don't want to go that way. Guess we got to go up and over. There's our backpack and water bottle. Those cliffs right there, that's where we found those fissure caves the last time we were here. See that over there through that crack? I think that's where we want to be, right over there. Oh, hey, aha. It gets hard to keep track of where you were because a lot of this stuff is confusingly similar. First, let's try to establish if in fact that wasn't one we were already in. Ow, got thorns in the fingertips of my gloves. Let's turn this camera around. All right, now you see that? Oh, I'm so confused. Oh yeah, okay, now we're back here. That's the other hole I wanted to look at when we were down there, looking up. And I can get to it now. Where's that go? Is that something we haven't seen, or are we just looking at it from a different angle? Remember how I was talking about large chunks peeling away and possibly leaving voids down below, deeper, making it possible to have deep fissures? This right here is a good example of what I was talking about, because right here, this piece came away from this piece. So this whole chunk from there to there is peeling that way. And that's exactly what I want to see. Although this one does appear to have a bunch of crud in it. So I'm not sure if it goes anywhere. There's a hole right there though. So why don't we go check that out? That is what I'm talking about. Look at that going back there. Now this thing is too skinny to get through. The scale is not quite big enough right here. But that's the basic concept. One more thing I want to check before we have to call it, and that's right there. Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Yeah, I think this is a nice one. Where does that go? All right, well, I'm going to take a few minutes to poke around here. And maybe next time we come to Gettysburg, we'll have to come check this one out. It looks pretty promising. If you had a good time, don't be shy. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. This is Brett for TopoRanger, and I'll see everybody in the next episode.